Last week, I picked up an insane collection of over 350 graded cards and a ton of sealed product. Let's check it out. Let me first show you guys all of these slabs that we picked up in this collection because there was over 350 PSA 9 slabs that we picked up in this collection that are just some of the cream of the crop of Scarlet and Violet, and some of Sword and Shield too, which is pretty awesome. This person that I picked this collection up from was very much into set collecting, but he was really only collecting the full arts, the illustration rares and the special illustration rares. So all of these PSA 9s are going to be full arts from those different sets. So we could start with, this is SV1. Obviously we have the Gardevoir, the Miraidon, the Miriam, the Koraidon, and it just goes all the way down. Most of the special illustration rares, if not all of them. And then on top of that, all of the illustration rares in the rest of the stack. Same thing, we've got Paldea Evolved, we've got the Magikarp, we've got Tyranitar, Meryl, all of the big illustration rares. And then next to it here, we also have all of the big special illustration rares. You got the Tinkaton, the Meowscarada, the Skeledirge, the Quaquaval, and it goes all the way down. Next up here, we have Paradox Rift. You can see illustration rares. We've got the Groudon, the big illustration rare from that set. We've got a bunch more illustration rares. And then, of course, we have the special illustration rares from Paradox. We've got the Roaring Moon, 2 of the Iron Valiants. We've got Garchomp. We've got Tapu Koko. We've got Golden Go. We've got all of that you can think of in PSA 9. It's pretty crazy. We've also got Temporal Forces. The Ghastly is the big illustration rare in this set. Then it goes into some of the special illustration rares, and it goes all the way down. We got Crown Zenith, obviously one of my favorite sets from the Sword and Shield era. Absolutely amazing. We've got some of the big hits, the Mewtwo. We've got the Giratina V-Star Gold. We've got the Glaceon V-Star, the Darkrai V-Star, all the way down. Some of the biggest hits from Crown Zenith. All of the full arts. Now, I know you guys saw this and you were like, why is he not talking about the Van Gogh Pikachu? We do have a Van Gogh Pikachu in PSA 9. We also have this Cramorant stamp box promo in PSA 9, which is super cool. And then these are all promos. So we've got the Charizard promos from that collection. We've got the Greninja and the Kingdra, and then all of the ETB promos all the way down. The vast majority of this collection was in English, but we do have some Japanese cards, very nice ones from the different sets, especially this V-Star Universe Mew. We've got a couple of Fusion Strike hits. We've got the Celebi, the Genesect, and the Greedent. Astral Radiance is next. We've got the Starmie, the Beedrill, the Sneasler, some of the alternate arts from that era, and then into the gallery cards. Lost Origin, y'all saw it. This Giratina V, absolutely beautiful PSA 9. We've got the Aerodactyl, one of my favorite Sword and Shield alt arts from that era. The Rotom, then into the gallery cards, the Pikachu, the Gengar, and then back to the alt arts all the way down. Last but not least, of course, we have the Evolving Skies, Dragonite, and the Galarian Slowking V from Chilling Reign. But not only did we get all of these slabs, we also got 5 binders. These are all slab binders, and they're all full of different Scarlet and Violet sets. So let's go through them super fast. All right, I believe this is all Surging Sparks we've got in here. You've got the nice Cerulege up in the corner, the Latios down there, and then the Mesprit and the Clobopus that's kind of taken off and come back down after people realized it wasn't worth that much. And then the weird real-life looking Skarmory, the cool Bravery, the Durant, and then, of course, the Melodic in the back. Next is Twilight Masquerade. Got the awesome Infernape up there. All PSA 9s, guys. It's just crazy. You got the Growlithe. I believe the Perrin is in here as well. The beautiful little Tatsugiri and the Chansey here that's really taken off recently. The awesome Eevee with all the different Eevees. Love that card a lot. And you have the Kirin at the festival, and you have the Perrin looking down at the Growlithe. So we got the pair in PSA 9. Very cool. Next, we're into Obsidian Flames. Now, unfortunately, this guy's story was that he lost his job recently, and he has a kid or two, and it was just more important for him to have the extra cash available during this downtime from work. Makes total sense. Obviously, you guys know I recently lost my job, so it sucks to have to move on from such an amazing collection that I'm sure it took a lot of time to acquire, but stuff in life happens, and you got to make changes. Really cool that he brought them to me, and I was able to pick them up. This is really going to benefit the store a lot. You got the Cleffa and the Scizor, probably one of my favorite cards from Obsidian Flames. Really like that one. The Pidgeotto, the Charizard, of course. You got to have the Charizard up here. PSA 9. You got the Houndoom. Now we're into, this is Shrouded Fable, I believe, in the back. We've got the Dusclops and the Duskull and all those cards. The Cresselia, the Monkey Dory, the Zorua, very cute. We've got Beware looking to hug you to death. We've got the Persian looking out the window that everybody likes. And then we have some of the special illustration rares here in the back, another Cresselia, and the Cassiopeia. We just have 2 more binders to go through. We've got some Stellar Crown here. You got that Bulbasaur, the Squirtle. Another thing I was able to pick up with all of these slabs was a bunch of sealed product that's also going to help out the store. So after this, I'll show you guys all the sealed product I picked up. It's crazy. It was an insane collection pickup. You know, most of these slabs I'll probably move fairly quickly to different streamers and things to recoup some of the money, but a lot of the sealed product I'm definitely still gonna have in store for people to buy. We've got the Lacey there. Look at this. We've got some Paldean Fates in the back. We've got the Bubble Mew, the Mew EX. That's actually a really clean Bubble Mew too. I was actually considering taking a closer look at it and seeing if it could possibly be regraded as a 10, but probably we'll just move it as is. We've got the Clive here, and we have the Iono and all these cards in the back. Saving, of course, the best for last, we have 151. We've got the Bulbasaurs, the Ivysaur, the Venusaur. We've got the Charizard with a couple Charmeleon and a Charmander. We've got the Blastoise. We've got all of the big hits, the Pikachu, the Psyduck, all the big hits you could think of from 151. Alakazam, Zapdos, Erica's Invitation. Like, it's nonstop. It's never ending. It's, we even got the promos from the poster collections, some of the full arts, and the Metal Mew here in a PSA 9. This slab collection was just absolutely insane. I don't even know how to describe this. It's overwhelming, the variety and the completeness of a lot of this. It's not everything from all the sets, but it's so much from all of the sets. Before anyone asks, all of these graded cards were sold to the boys over at Cardinal Live. If you're interested in any of these graded cards, I'm sure they will be showing up on a Cardinal Live stream very soon. All right, guys, let's talk sealed product. We have a bunch of different boxes, so we're just gonna go through. We've got one of the gigantic classic collections. Probably gonna break this down because nobody wants that big a box anywhere, especially in storage. Probably gonna break it down, take the decks out, see if anything's gradable, the Charizard, stuff like that, or just sell the things as singles here in the store. Probably will do a lot better as singles than that giant box. We have the Mask of Ogerpon Premium Collection. I think it's mostly Twilight Masquerade and some of the less desirable sets, but still kind of a cool collection box. This is all Celebrations, baby. I love this. So we've got 2 of the Charizard boxes from Celebrations. We've got one of the playmat collections that has the big Pikachu card and the 4 square Pikachu card. Very cool. And then underneath, we've got some of those figure collections. We got 2 of the figure collections. And then back there, there's 5 Celebrations ETBs. So we're gonna have a lot of Celebrations available very soon for people to grab for Christmas or just for their personal seal collections. We've got 1 sealed booster box of Terrasil Festival. Not quite sure if I just want to rip that or not to kind of celebrate this pickup, or if I will actually sell it. We've got a booster box of Surging Sparks. Don't have a lot of booster boxes in store. Really haven't since I opened, but now we do. And it's a Surging Sparks one, which is pretty awesome. We've got a Terapagos EX Premium Collection. Then we get into 151. We've got a Blooming Waters box. And I think 4 of the Crown Zenith Sea and Sky boxes. Both of those just chock full of great packs. Obviously, you got 151, Crown Zenith, 2 of the best sets in the last 5 years, probably. Next, ETBs. So these are pretty much all ETBs from almost every Scarlet and Violet set. I think at least 1 ETB from every set, going from base to Surging Sparks. And then I also have a couple Destined Rivals ETBs, a Sword and Shield ETB, a Prismatic ETB, an Evolving Skies ETB, and a Shining Fates ETB. So some really desirable sets from ETBs. And then, like I said, pretty much all of the ETBs from all of the Scarlet and Violet sets. We have some Build and Battle boxes. These are just kind of random that came with it. We've got Astral Radiance, and we have Brilliant Stars. My boy, my Charizard. We do have a Charizard Super Premium Collection that comes with some promos and that really cool, gigantic figure back there of Charizard, which is super sick. And last but not least, we have these tins. I don't know what they are. I gotta look up the name of the tins, but they look like they came out around Paradox Rift, Temporal Forces, and on top of that, we have some Temporal Forces, Check Lane, blisters, and stuff like that. So lots of sealed that will be going up into the store shortly, but this was in addition to the 300 and some slabs that we picked up the other day as well. So just a crazy collection, really awesome to have the opportunity to purchase. Thanks guys for coming by. Hope you enjoyed the video, this overview of this collection, which was absolutely insane. And I hope you have a fantastic day.